Hello and welcome back to Save Ourselves, or if you're new here, then hi. I am Aparna, and in today's video, I'll be showing you my bullet journal setup for the month of April 2022. Now, I have been making my bullet journal setups every month consistently, but I've not been making them into videos like I used to, and the last one that I uploaded in this genre was way back in September 2021. And I really missed making these videos, which is why I'm trying to bring them back as frequently as possible and try to be consistent with it. So for the month of April, we are getting started with the cover page, and it has a section for goals as well as the things that I want to manifest this April. And now let's continue on with the rest of the setup. Now, the way that I choose my bullet journal themes is a lot of times dependent on the kind of weather that I'll be anticipating for that month. So most of my bullet journal months are very season representative. So for example, because it's summer right now and it kind of has been since March in Pune where I live, so I'm naturally gravitating towards yellows and oranges and all of these warm tones. And for March, I did a lot of yellow tones and bright colors, and because the summer is intensifying this April, I'm leaning more towards tones of orange and all of these warmer shades. So that's the main color scheme that you'll be able to see throughout this month of April. Now, after we are done with the April cover page, which contains a section for my goals as well as the things that I want to manifest for April, I quickly did a spread for the monthly calendar, and it's a pretty simple spread that contains the calendar for April. Very straightforward. And now here I'm setting up my gratitude log, which is a spread that I try to incorporate every single month because it's a practice that I'm trying to instill in myself for my lifetime. And I have noticed the positive changes that it brings to me, and I want to continue to do that through my bullet journal. And now we are moving on to my habit and health trackers. And now this is also a spread that I try to incorporate in my bullet journal every single month. But the kind of habits and the aspects of my health that I'll decide to track will change up every month depending on what my priorities are. And I think that this is a great way to make these trackers every month so that when you're flipping through them, you can understand what your priorities were and what you were focusing on for that month. And in order to set this spread up, I'm using the sticker sheets from my own shop, which is the Save Ourselves shop. And there are a few more of these calendar sticker sheets left. So if you want to grab them before they run out, head over to the link in the description below. The Save Ourselves shop can deliver all over India. So for this month, I'm tracking a total of 10 things, some of which are habits, some of which are activities, and some of which are aspects related to my physical and mental health. This gives me a complete overview of what my life has been looking like for that month, and I can move forward pretty well with all of this data with me. Now, the second last spread that I'm making for this month is called Days in April, where I try to write down a few words that describe what my April could potentially look like and what I want it to look like. So for example, if I want my April to be fun, adventurous, full of upskilling or knowledge or networking with people, then these are the keywords that I'll write down repeatedly in bigger fonts throughout the spread so that is the vibe that I'm able to emulate myself for the month of April. And the last spread that I'm making here is for the second quarter of 2022, and I'll be making a video on that very, very soon, so stay tuned for that. And now let's head over to the final flip through of the spreads that I made for this month. So we started off with a cover page, moving on to a monthly calendar spread. Then we went on to a gratitude log, followed by habit and health trackers. Then we did a spread for days in April, and we ended with a bucket list for the second quarter of 2022. I hope that you found this video to be helpful in some way or the other. If you like the content, then let me and the algorithm know by giving it a thumbs up and by clicking the subscribe button so that you're notified whenever I upload, which will be next week. So Stay tuned for the video that's coming up, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye bye.